now to the most important part of every show. Let's shift gears. Today's guest is Steve DeMann. Steve is president of the Institute for Continuing Learning. They're affiliated with Young Harris College. Welcome, Steve.
Good morning. Thank you.
We use the acronyms ICL. That stands for, I gave it away, Institute for Continuing Learning.
Yes, sir.
I met you at a chamber meeting
Exactly.
several months ago, and I've seen you here and there at various events. You're very active in the community. That's one of the things I like about Mountain Life. Everybody pitches in. What is the history of ICL in the Tri-County area?
We have been serving the community for the last 35 years through Young Harris College for all three counties. With that thought, we're on campus over at Young Harris College in the Brown Building, which a lot of people know is across the street from Zell Miller's home, there's
Right.
Miller homestead.
Right. Is the building brown?
A beigey brown, yes, sir.
Okay, but it's called that for
the Brown Building.
someone else, I'm guessing.
Right, 862 Main Street.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Mhm.
35 years.
Yes, sir.
Have you been there from the beginning?
No, but some of us have been. One of
Oh.
our founding members is still on the board at ICL. I've been involved for about 9 years.
Very nice, very nice. I wondered how long you'd been there. How long well, you just answered what I was going to ask you next, was you've been involved for 9 years.
Yes,
What
sir.
attracted you to join, help?
As a single individual moving from Atlanta, I looked at a number of different cities that offered colleges for continuing education to keep myself busy as a retiree. And ICL offered a wonderful program. It has gotten better and better with each year. But that was the main reason.
Okay.
Obviously, finding a home up here that I was comfortable with, that I was a welcoming community. But I went to an initial meeting at ICL, and this little redheaded lady came up to me, and I wouldn't say coerced me, but she talked me into becoming a board member at large. Things started from there, and I was president about 7 years ago, and that's my current position as well.
I know there's an affiliation with the college. How are y'all governed, and what part does the college play in your curriculum?
The college basically gives us autonomy as to what we can do, who we bring on board as a lecturer or a teacher. Each one of those individuals are well vetted, but they're pretty hands-off. Dr. Wells, who is the new president,
Great guy.
is, yes, tremendous speaker as well.
Yes, a lot of respect
Dr.
for him.
Wells is behind us 100%. He's already taught a couple of classes, which have been phenomenal.
Wow. What does he teach?
Basically, history of fact. Mhm.
I would love. We'll have to talk off the air. That would interest me.
Yes,
'cause
he's tremendous.
Yes,
Mhm.
How often do you have the classes?
We do quarterly semesters.
Okay.
Right now, we've just walked into the fall, which started in September 18th. And as far as numbers go, we had on our second semester, we had 385 students. I call myself a student, but I'm
Right.
a senior student.
Right.
And then as of this quarter, which is the fourth quarter, we had 452 enrollees. So
Do
it's
you-
sizable.
That really, I'm kind of taken back. That's a
Yeah.
lot more than I thought. Do y'all offer weekend classes, evening classes?
That we don't.
Okay.
Again, because our clientele or our student base is senior, much like
Right.
myself, the idea of evening classes is just because of darkness and
Sure,
driving
sure.
is what we choose to avoid,
And not weekend classes.
and not weekend classes.
If you're a senior, everything's a weekend, though. Isn't it? So-
Well, those of you that aren't really working, maybe, yeah.
What are the hours? We got you Monday through Friday. What are your hours?
That's a toughie because there are so many. There's like 37 classes this semester alone. So I'm going to throw out our website, which is the best way for any individual
Excellent.
that is interested in attending our classes to go to our website, which is ICL at yhc.edu. That will specify which classes, what the instructor is, and when they are being held. Some of them are like one lecture for 2 hours. Some are a lecture on a weekly basis for 4 weeks. So it all differs.
Now, that website again is ICL at yhc.edu.
EDU, correct.
Very good. I'll have to check that out.
Please do.
Can anyone take ICL classes?
On our website, it says mature adults, which I consider myself a mature adult,
Well, now let's talk maturity. My wife says I am very immature, so
as do my working mates. Yes, the kids I work with don't think I'm too mature, but there is a $35 admission fee per year.
okay.
But with that $35 payment, you can take as many classes as you like.
Wow.
Yes.
That's
And that's for the complete year, $35.
how does someone who's listening go, wow, I might, after we go over this list of classes, I might be interested in taking a class. How do they go to your website and find out the details to get you the 35? Because that's a deal.
Yeah, everything is online, which makes it easy for them and for our registrar.
The average book today, I'm a big reader. I go to Barnes and Noble I'll be there this weekend. You're talking $35 for just one book.
Exactly. There might be additional fees if the instructor offers a tutorial to go along with
Sure.
it. I just went to the rabbi's class. Phenomenal. The man is absolutely phenomenal. But with our $35 tuition fee,
Right.
there was also a fee for his manual, which was a
Okay.
good inch thick. I mean, it's a good tutorial.
What types of classes are offered?
A variety. I mean, it's tremendous. We go from racquetball, which is probably in its 15th class, to ukulele, which has had probably 100 students, to I just mentioned the rabbi's class. We've got a knitting class. We've got bridge. We've got mahjong. We've got survival class. We've got gun safety classes. The best way to do it again is to go to ICL at yhc.edu.
Folks, we'll be right back after these commercial messages. Thanks for tuning in. Folks, today's guest is Steve DeMann. He's president of the Institute for Continuing Learning. And let's dive in. You were kind enough to bring me a list of and this is a brand new list, it's your new September list of classes. You've got art and then a bunch of classes under art. Honestly, when I first saw it, it said Appalachian style and it's whisks. I thought it said whiskey, and I truly was excited at that point, but you got me, whisks and brooms.
You're telling tales there.
Fall leaves quilt board. The one that catches my eye here is the blacksmithing class. That looks pretty interesting.
Yes. Ray Anderson out of Hayesville is extremely talented. He is extremely energetic. This is one of the individuals that is teaching a class that has got experience behind him as opposed to a previous teacher maybe or a previous instructor that
Right.
has done this for a lifetime. He has got the hands-on skills of a lifetime, and it's obvious in his class.
And I was a history major decades ago, and under history, you've got the Which in History tidbits of, I'd like the tidbits of Towns County history, music, beginning guitar, photography, pistol safety. You've got safe pistol handling and defensive shooting, advanced defensive pistol and shooting tactics. You've got cooking, making bagels part 1. Who knew you needed a part 2 of making bagels? This must be complex.
Not complex, but this class has been repeated numerous times. It is one of the highest reaching classes that we've got where the class fills up immediately. She's got to have a secondary class to follow, and it repeats itself on a quarterly basis. It's amazing.
I guess people like a good bagel.
Yep. And thanks to the Good Shepherd, because they offer their kitchen for the facility.
Oh, good question. Y'all are based at Young Harris College. Some of these classes, I take it, thus are, for example, the blacksmithing, or maybe I don't hear shots over at the college, so the pistol safety. I take it some of your classes are offered at other venues.
Yes, I just mentioned the Good Shepherd.
Right.
There is Inspire Fitness is at their facility. There's a number of yoga classes that are off campus. There is, and going back to on campus, not only are we in the Brown building, but if there is a lecturer, going back to the rabbi again, or Dr. Wells, then we go into like Goolsby, which is an auditorium, which is phenomenal to see 54 people or thereabouts in attendance listening to one of our instructors.
You have emergency, and that class is disaster preparedness.
Yes, that's our my current vice president, next year's president, and Sheila Rogers will be teaching that class.
Where do you get the instructors for these classes?
Really, they're throughout. A lot of retirees, a lot of people from the college that are currently Dr. Daniels and, like I mentioned, Dr. Wells, both are our instructors. We get from the planetarium. The young lady from the planetarium also has taught there, but they're well vetted individuals from their trade. So they're coming from, as I have moved from Atlanta, they're coming from throughout the country and bringing their trade to the college.
How do you vet them? Are they vetted?
Oh, definitely, most definitely. We have got a full board. By the way, ICL, and I didn't say much about ICL, it is a full board of 5 executive board, and then we've got a number of committees that are within the board that do the vetting.
All right. Let's get back to some of these classes. You've got games. You've got health, super healthy foods for super healthy you. Yoga, different health classes. Let's see, history, photography, music, pistol safe, religion, science. Now, is it the science where the lady from the
Are we dissecting frogs? No.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So what do we do? What do we,
This is a new class, and I have not
Okay.
taken it, so
I'm looking discover the world of AI. That looks interesting. That's
yes.
antics at Project Chimps. No, that would be a good class.
And that's also a repeated class.
I can understand that. I mean, chimps are interesting. I think to most folks.
Yes, especially that we're related to them. Yes.
That would be interested. Native plants of North Georgia. Sports. You have beginning pickleball, advanced beginners pickleball. They have a pickleball court at the college?
It's in Blairsville.
In Blairsville.
But there is the one in Hiawassee down by the lake.
I did not know that. That's where down by the lake is there a pickleball?
It's basically on the lake across from the fairgrounds.
Oh, pickleball. Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Yes, yes. Yes, I've had them on before. My bad. Travel. Oh, the places you will go. Have you taken that one before?
I have not. I have
Okay.
not.
I'm wondering what that one looks
But
interesting.
you can see the variety, though, that we offer, and it's pretty exciting. Just to see what can be offered, and to spur those different individuals to find a class that is of their interest. It's fun to watch.
How do you get the word out besides coming on radio shows? How do you get the word out to the public? Because there's a lot of interesting classes, and to sign up for $35 a year, I mean, that's less than the cost of a lot of books nowadays. How do you get the word out?
To your point earlier, we address the Rotary and Lions. We're also very active with the Chamber and their business after hours programs. We do movers and shakers. You and I spoke earlier before we went online about Misty Mountain Quilters. I've
Sure,
spoken
they were
there
on here.
too. Yeah.
They were on a couple weeks ago.
Getting into those individual little clubs to the individuals that have the free time to take the classes is the key.
Okay. Do you offer credits towards any future degrees, or this strictly personal edification?
Correct. Yes, sir.
Okay. And you've got from art to pistol safety, religion, science, games, health, sports. Again, if someone's listening and they've just tuned in recently, how can they find this list and how can they find how to participate in one of these classes? Where do they need to go?
Again, thanks for asking, because that is the easiest part for them, and that is to go to our website, which is icl at yhc.edu.
What classes have you taken?
I would love to take the AI class. I've taken cryptocurrency, and I've
Did you buy Bitcoin?
no,
No.
no. Especially after reading an article I read last night, I'm glad I didn't.
Okay.
But I have taken classes that kind of spur my interest or that I'm completely lost in.
Sure.
AI would be one I would love to take just because I know very little about it. But cryptocurrency was phenomenal. The instructor was phenomenal. Her PowerPoint was phenomenal. The class was packed. Very interesting.
Very good. How would you measure the success of the Institute for Continuing Learning?
I think it's based individualized. What I felt about my classes as opposed to what others have taken in from the classes might be very different from mine. But I think the biggie is that it offers the camaraderie of the individual taking the class that might be like in my situation, came from nowhere up here in the mountains, found other people that have got common interests and pursued it, and then pursued it outside the classroom. There have been the ukulele class, which has had about 100 students involved, and
All right. Well, I'm getting the finger. We're done. Thanks for coming, brother. I really
my
appreciate
pleasure.
it.
My
This
pleasure.
was-
We'll keep the conversation going.
Thank you. Thanks for listening.